Assalamu alaikum. So we are starting the neuroanatomy lectures. So today we will discuss about introduction to neuroanatomy. So what is nervous system? So nervous system is basically a master control system of the body, and it collects all the information in the form of peripheral nervous system from the stimuli, and then it takes that information towards the brain, where the brain process that information and create a response, and then again send that information to the effector organ. This is how the nervous system works. So nervous system is basically divided into two main types: the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system, right? So central nervous system has two parts, brain and the spinal cord. So first we will discuss how the brain develops. So during embryonic life, what happened? There is a process which is called neurulation, right? So neurulation is the process in which the nervous system start development. So neurulation start in third week. When there is a third week after the fetus has implanted into the embryo, what happened? The CNS and PNS start developing. So which structure is responsible for development of CNS and PNS? That structure is called the neuroectoderm, right? So there are three layers during embryonic life. One is the ectoderm, second one is the mesoderm, and third one is the endoderm. So this ectoderm is the layer from which the nervous system is going to develop, right? So first of all, what happened? There is the development of neural tube. So how the neural tube form? This layer of ectoderm get folding from both sides, then it forms a notochord. First it forms a notochord. When the notochord and this neural fold get fused, then they develops a tube which is called the neural tube. And from this neural tube, three primary brain vesicles develop, which are called forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain, right? So this is the neural tube. So during third week there is a formation of neural tube, and then this neural tube gets elongated, and after get elongated it develops three primary brain vesicles: forebrain, midbrain and the hindbrain, right? Now from forebrain, two important structures develop. One is the telencephalon and other one is the diencephalon, right? From the telencephalon, the cerebral hemispheres are formed. There are two cerebral hemispheres, right and left, which are formed from the telencephalon. Then diencephalon forms the thalamus. Telen and dine both are the part of forebrain. Then second vesicle was the midbrain, which forms mesencephalon, right? And third one is the hindbrain, which is further divided into metencephalon and myelencephalon. Metencephalon develops into pons and cerebellum, and myelencephalon develops into the medulla oblongata. So these are the adult derivatives of the CNS. These are the primary vesicles which develops first during third week, and then later these vesicles develop into the adult derivatives. Now there are some cavities which are present inside the brain, which are called the ventricles. What are ventricles? They are the fluid filled cavities which are present in the central nervous system, in which CSF is flows. So there are different types of cavities which we are starting to discuss. So there are two lateral ventricles which are present in the cerebral hemisphere. So lateral ventricles are the part of telencephalon. Then there is a one cavity which is called third ventricle. It is present in the diencephalon. And then there is a other fluid filled cavity which is called fourth ventricle. It is present in the hindbrain, right? So between these cavities there are some foramen are present, through which the CSF circulate from one cavity to other cavity. So there is a foramen which is called interventricular foramen, through which the CSF flow from lateral to third ventricle, right? So there is a one foramen which is called interventricular foramen, which is responsible for flow of CSF from lateral to third ventricle. Then there is a foramen which is called cerebral aqueduct, through which CSF flow from third to fourth ventricle, and then from fourth ventricle it enters into a central canal of spinal cord, right? So this is a very important chart which you need to memorize, that telencephalon give rise to cerebral hemispheres and most of the basal ganglia part, and which ventricles? Lateral ventricles. From diencephalon, thalamus, hypothalamus, subthalamus and epithalamus are formed, and one cavity which is the third ventricle. From metencephalon, pons and cerebellum are developed, and fourth ventricle. And from myelencephalon, medulla and spinal cord is developed, and which cavity? Central canal. Thank you.